These doors are closed because it's too dangerous to ask employees to work here anymore. Think about that.
You should actually go into downtown Portland, downtown Seattle, go into parts of Spokane. Things are bad.
They took over big chunks of Seattle. I was all set to bring in the National Guard. They heard that, they saw them coming, and they left immediately.
It looks like a hellscape.
We do not want to be a democracy. We are devolving into a democracy.
And so much crime that you can't even get a cup of coffee from the hometown shop on Capitol Hill.
If you've been paying attention, it's no surprise. Washington State is in shambles. And despite living in a grotesque cesspool of decay and squalor, Washington voters continue to elect liberal politicians to government. We traveled all the way to the state capitol for Take Back Washington, where squad cars were gathered to protect the many brave patriots, and nobody was actually here. After searching everywhere, we finally found Timu Bernie Sanders, who was very willing to speak with us.
And so who are you going to be voting for?
Donald Trump.
And so why are you voting for Donald Trump?
Because I think he'll turn America around, close the borders off.
Okay.
Keep this country more secure.
Nice, thank you. And are you concerned about the Canadian border?
Tara was a little too excited for this question.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, because 190,000 people illegally crossed from Canada. Yes.
Who are you with?
Came from Canada.
Excuse me, you said Obama came from Canada?
Millennial bomber in 2000. He's going to go bomb the LAX.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm for closing the Canadian border off as well as the Mexican border.
Yeah. Do you think we need to increase the amount of border patrol at the Canadian border?
I think the U.S. military should have a border command.
Yeah.
Well.
And you think Donald Trump will do that if elected?
I hope so.
Yeah. And even though it might be a little obvious, who are you voting for president? Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Did you?
What are you, 16?
Where do they live? Okay.
So you're voting for Trump, obviously.
Yeah.
And why are you voting for Trump?
Because I don't want communism in this country. And I think Kamala Harris has a Marxist father who is a professor, and I think she spews communist, Marxist talking points all the time, and she wants to raise taxes. And I think Donald Trump, first of all, I think he got ripped off in 2020, and second of all, I think he'll do a much better job, and I know he loves America.
What specifically does she say that is Marxist?
I can be unburdened by what has been. Blah, blah, blah. That whole phrase is a Marxist talking point. If you didn't know that, you can look it up.
And what does that mean?
It means that the traditions of past, it's like exactly what the CCP did in China. Getting rid of tradition, getting rid of your constitution, getting rid of this, and imagining utopia BS that never materializes under communism and Marxism, ever. So there's not one country that has done well with communism or Marxism. I believe she is, yep.
And you think Donald Trump...
I also think she's a hoe.
Oh!
You know how she got her start, right? Mayor Willie in San Francisco gave her first political job, and she was messing around with him. And he was married.
Oh,
and I got no respect for...
You have no respect for people that cheat on their spouses.
Exactly.
And how do you feel about Donald Trump's third wife, Melania? And the rumors that he cheated on her while she was pregnant.
He probably did.
Yeah.
He's probably did. I don't have any respect for that either. But
it's okay if it's a man.
No.
Calling Kamala a hoe as a fellow woman. Why do you think it's okay to call another woman a hoe?
She messed with married men.
So would you call Donald Trump a hoe as well?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Would you like to say that Donald Trump is a hoe?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't need to.
But
because you're going to edit it, and that's all that's going to be out there. And I think Donald Trump, wife beater. Yeah, Donald Trump is a hoe. And I got no respect for Donald Trump is a hoe. He's a hoe. Because there's court records and everything. He loves Willie ended but Willie ended opening. Donald Trump done but thank you. He loves Willie ended but Willie ended but Willie ended but Donald Trump is a hoe. But I also believe that there's redemption, and I think he's changed.
But Kamala hasn't changed.
I don't see. Well, I don't know. Her husband's a wife beater.
You think so?
I know so.
Her current husband?
Yeah. You haven't looked into that?
No, I've never heard that. He's a wife
well, you
beater.
should, because there's court records and everything.
Are there court records that Donald Trump has ever abused women?
I know there have been allegations, but I haven't looked into the court records.
So you've looked into the court records against Harris's husband, but not against Trump, the person you're voting for.
Yeah, we're done. Thanks.
Thank you.
This has been a very eye-opening. I know what you're going to do with that, but Donald Trump is a hoe.